Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension, and today's video is going to be in regards to self-love in the month of September. Hopefully it's something that we do more often, but September happens to be the self-love or self-care month, so I wanted to showcase on that a little bit. And a couple of nights ago, Dee from Art and Tarot by Dee, we did some live readings over at her channel, and they were self-love like evaluations to see like the percentage that you're at for your self-care right now. And then I followed it with Heal Yourself cards, which I 100% highly suggest. And I'm also going to put the link to that video down below in the description, in case you wanted to see some of the examples of the cards and how she used the pendulum to determine the people that were asking questions, their percentages. So we didn't get a chance to touch on a few different things that I wanted to touch on because we were doing readings pretty much the whole time. And it was close to 2 hours, so we didn't really want it to go further than that. So I also created a self-love spread, which you can get that off of my website. It is a free download, and I will put the website address down below it in the description for you to follow that link over to, and it's a PDF format, so pretty much anybody should be able to just download it, print it out if you want to, or just, view it on your computer and then use it if you choose to use this spread. I compiled this spread. I went and looked on the internet, and I seen quite a few different spreads, but I didn't really see one that really resonated with me. But bits and pieces did. So I took bits and pieces of different ones and then put my own spin on it and then created that. And I am going to be creating more spreads because I personally love spreads. So, and I will be putting them on there for free download. So a few things that I wanted to touch on that we hadn't was different ways that we can practice self-love. For me, it's an important thing because in the last couple of years, I am learning to love myself more now. It used to be I didn't want to be in pictures. I didn't want to be on video. None of that. And if I was in those, it was really hard for me to look at myself. I mean, I spent as little time as I could in the mirror, in front of the mirror, because I didn't like what I seen. I didn't like the reflection. And now I can actually go back and watch my videos and laugh and smile and think, you did good, Rachele, and that's the first time ever. And I'm going to be 49 in January. So I have been practicing some major self-love, whether it's just getting up in the morning and, taking a shower or washing my hair that day or doing my nails, because I never used to do that. My hair always was up in a bun, and because I just didn't want to deal with it. And, I hardly ever wore makeup, so I've been doing that again. And not that I'm saying that you have to. You absolutely don't have to. But for me, it's a complete change. Not caring what I wore, just having radio shirts and stuff. And something switched in me. And I just wanted to start taking care of myself better. I changed my diet. This was like about 1.5 years ago. And something finally clicked in me after all these years. And I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was just wanting to feel healthier and better about myself, and wanting to clear all my chakras and just be a positive change that I wanted to see in the world. And so I started eating differently, took out quite a few things from my diet, and not that I'm on an actual diet per se. I just try to make the smarter choices every time. And as a result of that, I've almost lost 90 pounds. And I'm just continuing to go, but it's not a race. It's just a lifestyle change. But it has stemmed from me caring about myself more and wanting to be around for longer. So I started thinking, what are some of the ways that we can practice a little bit of self-love? And I made just a small list here. One was taking time for yourself, whether it's just to do your nails, whether it's to sit back and read a book for a little bit, whether it's watching a show that everyone thinks you're silly that you like to watch, like Bachelor, guilty pleasure here. Whatever it is, just actually saying, you know what, I'm going to take some time to myself. If you have young kids and you're usually the one that takes care of everything, you know, because you're the mom or whatever, or even the dad that's a stay-at-home dad, and, you know, sometimes it's just about saying, you know what, I need an hour to decompress a little bit. Will you take the kids for an hour so that I can just either get out of the house or go out in the backyard and sit and maybe, you know, drink some tea and just unwind a little bit. Just taking time for yourself. Number 2 is like that I put on the list, and it's a really short list. I don't want this to be super long. And that was setting boundaries. Healthy boundaries, letting people know, you know, that you're not, you want to be there for them, don't get me wrong, but you have to come first. Your sanity, your health, all that has to be first. So if you have some of those people in your life that are draining, they don't mean to drain you, but they are draining because everything's always about them, and there's always a new drama, or, you know, or they're just going through a really, really bad time. So they come to you for advice, or they come to you just to, you know, a helping hand or whatever. It's okay sometimes to say, I can't do it today. I'm in a slump as it is. Most people have stuff that they're dealing with. If you can't, don't feel bad. It's okay. It's wonderful to help if you can, but if you feel like it's getting you to a breaking point, you need to, you know, have those boundaries. And that's okay. And you shouldn't feel guilty for, you know, taking care of yourself. Another thing is, I put here is pamper yourself. And that can come in many different ways. Whether it's just washing your hair, taking the time to wash your hair. Maybe it's doing a hot oil treatment in your hair one day, or coloring your hair if you want to color your hair, or go and getting your hair cut if you want. I know I'm saying hair, but doing your nails, or buying yourself a new top that you really like and you didn't want to spend the money, but you know, you really have wanted it for a long time, or you've been looking at it, or going and getting an appointment to get your teeth cleaned, or go and get your nails done. Whatever. Pamper yourself. Take a bubble bath. You know, whatever you want to do. Another thing that I thought was to write a love letter to yourself. And this kind of goes with another one that I had on the list, which was make a list of things that you love about yourself. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 things. Start recognizing the things in yourself that you do like and focus on those things. You know, I think it was The Secret. Years and years ago when I watched that, right after it came out. And it really changed my perspective on something. I think one of the things that was said was, you know, instead of going to like an anti-war rally, you're still focusing on war. Even when you're saying anti-war, that war is still there. So go to a peace rally where you're just talking about peace. So make that list of the things that you do, that you're grateful for. It's like the law of attraction. If you focus on the things you don't like, that's what you're going to continue to get. So focus on the things that you do like, and you'll get more of that. And it's going to change your vibration higher so that you start drawing more good things to you. And that includes loving yourself, and you'll see changes that will happen because of that. And then I put, forgive yourself for any mistakes that you might have made. Don't live in the past. The way I see it is, the things that we have done or the thoughts that we have had, whatever, they make us who we are today. And, that might not be, you might not feel that that's wonderful, but there's a reason why you are where you are. And some of the things that were really hard that you're still, thinking about and all that, ask yourself, did you learn some really good lessons when that was happening to you? If so, then it was for your greater good. So whatever you've done in the past, forgive yourself, forgive other people, and it will be liberating. And it raises your vibration. And then when you raise your vibration, you draw more good things to you. These are my opinions, my perspective. This is the way I see it. So the next thing I wanted to do was the self-love spread for you. For me, to see what it says. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around and get started. Hey guys, so here is the spread that we are working on. I'm going to shuffle. And I am using today the Journey into the Hidden Realms. So the first one is, and let me get this off to the side. What is my current self-love vibration? All right, let's... All right, what is my current self-love vibration? Oops. Come on. All right, and there's my card. Ooh, my goodness. So my current self-love is the Nine of Swords, which, wow, I see here wisdom. I see here, like in a ready state, feathers falling around, and a tree that's kind of like wrapping around. It's kind of dark. It's like darkest before the dawn kind of thing, But that's how I see it. Before we ever have any major growth, we go through changes and stuff. So that is my current, that's what it says my current self-love vibration is. All right, so I will say also, with it being a 9 is like so close to that ending cycle, so, and it's a very spiritual number, which I feel like I'm on this spiritual path right now. So I always say I see these cards as positives, which means I'm going through major changes. And, out of that comes evolution. We don't learn anything of value when everything, at least the way I see it, when everything is always so good. It's through trial and tribulation that we learn. So that doesn't scare me whatsoever. So, what is beautiful about myself? All right, because these don't want to fly out, let's pick one. 5 of Cups. All right, and where's that one go? That one goes right there. So, 5 of Cups. says I'm focusing on negative versus positive. Maybe, because I've had a lot of health problems. Is that showing up? I've had a lot of health issues that can definitely lower your vibration because you're all about that. I mean, it's definitely been during the last of what I just talked about, everything that I've been going through, even though I am practicing a lot of self-love, there has been one thing after another, and I've still got more to go, you know, but I'm heading in the right direction. Let's put it that way. I do see five horses or seahorses, and they're all heading in the same direction that she is looking. And the thing with Five of Cups is, if you're so busy always looking at the things that you don't have, like I just got done saying, how can you see the things that you do have? The goodness. So I need to focus more on being grateful for all the positive changes that have been taking place instead of focusing on what I have to deal with next health-wise. So, okay, that makes sense. Whoops. So my next card, what special skills do I have? Ace of Cups. So it says that, I mean, look at that otter. So cute. Are you seeing this okay? All right. So I really see this as, I see the cup most of the time full instead of empty. I am blessed, even if I don't realize it sometimes. I do have joy. I'm a joyous person. I like to laugh and have fun, and that's kind of why I like, you know, certain kinds of like fantasy shows and stuff like that, rather than like watching crime dramas and stuff like that, because I like to, and I don't like watching the news and stuff like that, because I like to focus more on, when I can, the positive aspects of things and the positive emotions, and laughing and you know, trying not to focus on things that are sad, and maybe that's not always dealing with things sometimes, but I don't care. I really don't care. I want to look more on the positive side because I think that it's therapeutic and healing. Okay. So the next one is, where can I be more patient with myself? All right, where can I be more patient with myself? Where can I be more patient with myself? Come on, give me a card. We're just going to keep on. All right, we'll take the top one. Eight of Pentacles. And where does this one go? Right here. All right, so Eight of Pentacles. Where can I be more patient with myself? All right. So it's about skill building and, you know, laying the building blocks to, you know, a successful future. So I think that's exactly what I'm doing. I just need to, you know, be willing to slow down, be more patient with myself, and not expect everything, because, you know, I'm like, I want it to happen yesterday versus it being a process, and allowing myself to build my skills and, you know, just really focus on getting all of my, and I know that's probably also to do with tarot reading, because I kind of beat myself up that I want to be more advanced at this point, and I wished I had started years and years ago. But I have to just take each stage at a time and recognize that I probably would not have been ready until I started doing it. Because I've always known that they existed. If I was ready, I would have picked them up, right? So just be patient with my skill building. I think that's what that means. And with my ascension. So let's see, what's the next one? How do I bring value to others? Oh gosh, I hope this is good. One of the most important things in my life is wanting to affect people's lives in a positive manner. So I always hope that I'm doing the right thing and saying the right thing for the most part, that it doesn't hurt anybody. And I mean, I know that's not always possible, but it's what I strive for. Come on. How do I bring value to others? How do I bring value to others? Come on. Be good to mama. Come on, be good to mama. All right. So it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So I'm going to cut them, and I'm going to take this one. Shadow dance. Oh. The devil. How do I bring value to others? Huh. Maybe by letting them see what temptation can do to you. Not to be chained, maybe because of what I'm going through, to learn not to be chained to your addictions, and, you know, that we can all at any time overcome those things that enslave us. For me, it's been an eating disorder. You know, from the time I was little, and I don't know how many people heard this from their parents, but, you know, you finish your plate because there are starving children in other countries, and that's what I had. I mean, to the point of, if I didn't finish my meal, I would sit at the table for hours, and it caused this addiction in me that I had to finish everything that I put on my plate. And so as that happens, and I don't blame my mom, she was just doing what she was taught. She will tell you that that was a mistake. It was never that kind of intention, and she did the same thing to my sister. It's just different things affect different people differently based on their, you know, experiences and personalities and what have you. And so for the majority of my life, that was the one major addiction that I've always had. I don't drink. I don't smoke, really. Although I did in the past, but it was never my major addiction. It was always food, feeling comfort in the next meal that I got. It would bring me comfort. To a point, my sister, brat, in her yearbook, put her biggest idiosyncrasy was her sister humming when she ate. And I didn't even realize I did it. I would be eating something and it would bring me comfort, so I'd be going, if that doesn't tell you. So how do I bring value to others? I think by showing them that we can overcome our addictions. We just have to have the, you know, we don't fail. We don't ever fail until we stop trying. So to never stop trying, I think that's maybe how I can bring value to others. And let's see. Number 6 is, how can I raise my self-love vibration? Can I raise my self-love vibration? As I'm looking at this spread, I'm actually taking a different take on some of this stuff. 9, I think that was actually a very positive card because I also like associating numerology, and numerology is good. And, you know, the owl signifying wisdom. So I think my vibration, my self-love vibration is actually higher than what I initially said. And 2, what is beautiful about myself? I think my ability to look at the positive side rather than focusing on. All right, so let me focus on this one. 6, how can I raise my self-love vibration? You know, after I do this, I would love to see your guys' videos also. Maybe some VRs to this. And I would also love to see how you would have read these cards. I'm new. Remember, I am new. So I'm always open for other people's interpretations. Okay? I think it helps us all grow. All right. Come on. How can I raise my self-love vibration? Come on. Oh. Oh, Page of Wands. Okay. So, Page of Wands. Oh, let me get these. So, with a new path, perhaps. A new way of thinking about stuff. And it's just new adventures and new energy and exciting, maybe a bit intimidating, but I see this as, and look at how youthful. Look at the colors, like sunshine, illumination. Wow, isn't this a beautiful spread? I love this deck. So I look at this as, how can I raise my self-love vibration? By just going for it. It's go time. So there you have it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. I know it's a bit lengthy. Please, with this being September self-love month, I would love to see you do this spread or do something similar and do the hashtag if you would join in with me. Yeah, just self-love spread. Hashtag self-love spread. And I am sending you guys all love and light. Thank you so much.